What's up? Real quick, I got my, this is a neck gaiter. Don't anyone think I'm trying to wear an ascot and be fancy. It's nothing like that. Just running over here to get my ears lowered, as my grandfather used to say. I just want to shoot up a quick video. So, the premise here of this video is getting started, and not just getting started and taking action, but getting started and doing one thing. And so here's what I see an awful lot, right? And tell me if either you're in this position or you see it yourself. So you're starting off, in affiliate marketing or network marketing or whatever it is, and you start off with one thing. Let's say you see this cool, like, shiny object, this info product on how to do X, right? Whatever. And you start looking at it, and you're learning, and it's some really great information, right? And then you find that once you're done with that product, if you finish it, once you're done with that info product, then there's like an upsell. There's something else to learn, right? And then in the process of doing that, then you find, just because you might have searched or clicked on something on Facebook or Google or what have you, now it's starting to show you other things. There's other info products, and it's another shiny object. So next thing you know, you're knee deep in a whole bunch of stuff that's really great information, but now you're like, you're getting bogged down and confused. And when you're trying to learn all these different angles, it completely screws up your ability to actually get started. Like it's like in business. One of the old company I worked for, we had a manager's conference, and there was the lady was there. She was one of the chair people, and she made a tremendous point. She said, in business, you have to be able to stomach what you're not good at. In other words, you have to know you're not good at something and not be upset about the fact that that's not your strength. You need to play your strengths and don't worry about your, the things that you're not so good at. Why is that? Because if you're trying to do everything, you're going to frustrate everybody. You're going to be okay at everything. And you're not going to be really good or efficient at anything, right? So in this case, in this example, if you're constantly trying to learn new things and things are overlapping, and you're not able to actually get started because you're still nonstop learning, it's going to stunt your growth and your progress. And forget about that. You have to actually start. So what I'm saying is, learn one thing. Take it step at a time. You can't eat an elephant in one bite. You have to take it, one bite at a time. So what I would suggest is is learning the simplest thing. So if it's network marketing, the one thing that you have to do is you have to create relationships, right? You can't do network marketing without creating relationships. So how do you do that? It can be reaching out to 30 new people on Facebook every day, or Instagram, or what have you, and creating that conversation, as opposed to just not doing anything, right? Or learning how to create a funnel. The funnel's no good to you if you can't get people to it, and you can't, that's over here, but you need to start here. I know, because I've been there, and in many cases I'm still there. Learning too many things and getting, it's exciting because it's new information, it's great information, but once you have too many things and you're juggling too many balls or what have you, you just can't get started. There's just no way to get started. And then you don't know where to get started. You don't know what to start with. Should I start building the funnel, or should I start a campaign, or should I start learning PPC, or should I start learning Facebook ads, or, you got all these different things, and you don't even have the basics down. So start with the basics, master that, and then you don't have to master it, but just get good at it, and then take it to the next step. Because if you don't start with the foundation or at the beginning, you might get a whole bunch of information about a lot of cool things, but you'll never put it to use. You'll never get it going. I just had a conversation last night with me and my buddy Nate Forrest, and we were talking about different things, and it's funny because as we talk to each other, I think we both kind of see, we're telling the other person, oh, this is cool. I just started looking at this, and we're, working on that. And then it's like, 2 weeks later we talk again, and it's like neither one of us has really executed on that piece that we just talked about 2 weeks ago. And in a lot of ways, you know, we're good at certain things that we're good at, right? But it's hard to get good at everything. You just can't get started. I don't know if that's a ramble or what have you, but maybe you relate to that. Let me know in the comments. You know, where do you think you should start? Like, figure out what you're good at. Are you an extrovert? Are you good at approaching people? You know, it's like a salesperson. If I hired a salesperson to sell jewelry or whatever, furniture or whatever, learning the best closes does you really no good if you're an introvert and you don't know how to start a conversation. You know, you can't start with the end in this case. You can't start with the end in mind. You have to start at the beginning. So, you know, you got to get that conversation started in order to use that close. I don't know, maybe that makes sense, maybe it doesn't, but short little rant here, getting ready to get my ears lowered. And I'll give you a quick check and see how my hair looks when I'm done. It's a little long. It's actually really long. It's usually not this long, but I'm going away next week and I need to get my hair cut. So anyway, I'm getting a bunch of notifications popping up on my phone. So this is Ben in my car, drinking some coffee, getting a haircut, and I'll see you next time.